everybody, how's it going? Crypto Rick here, and today I stumbled across a gem, CFX Quantum. I'll throw the link in the description below, but I suggest you come over here and take a look at what I found. CFX Quantum is really a disruptive ecosystem for investors based on quantum and blockchain technology. So quantum computing and algorithms that can only be done with those types of computers combined with blockchain technology and a very, very exciting project with, I must say, an amazing team behind them as well. So these guys are bringing to the table 30 plus years, 32 years in the industry of investing and finding ways to make money from these markets. And they're taking their game to crypto, and they're providing a solution for us where you're going to hear this right. They are able to give you a return on your investment with zero risk. Ladies and gentlemen, CFX Quantum is bringing you an application that will change the way we invest. It's 1% monthly with zero risk involved. You cannot lose your capital on 0-1. This is one of the craziest things, right? So people that are looking for a more stable way to get passive income, who are looking to break into cryptocurrency or investing it at all, CFX Quantum and their 0-1 app is an amazing thing to check out. So their token is going to be phenomenal as well. They have such a crazy buyback plan in place that's going to help this token not just maintain value, but to greatly increase value over time. They have a 5-year buyback plan, which is staggering when you start to absolutely see what you're looking at. So the CFX wallet is going to be very, very nice as well. You're going to be able to refer people. There is going to be referral marketing for those of you that like to help others spread the word. That's absolutely something that you'll see as the project develops down the line. But right now, they are listed on LA Token, and I would suggest you get over there. You get them, take your whatever funds that you have that are there, of course, right? This is a IEO, so it's your first initial opportunity to get involved on this. So what I'm doing is I'm going over to LA Token and I'm securing some nice and early. After speaking with this project and talking to them about their buyback plan and really getting to know some of the guys behind the project here, it's absolutely very, very exciting. So we're working with an ERC 20 token, very, very easy to use. Many people in the crypto world should know how to use that. So the CFX security token will be negotiable by September 30th, 2020 at LA Token Exchange. So they're going to be listed on LA Token, which is very nice. So their IEO is already active there. And then once that's completed, going to be able to go ahead and trade freely. Token buyback and burning. Again, this buyback and burning is absolutely crazy when you start to look at it. Okay, so what I mean by that is quite simple. These guys are looking at some amazing buyback opportunities of year one, 5% of their turnover, not of their profit or anything like that, but 5% of their trading turnover will be used to buy back, which is absolutely insane if you think about that, right? Of a high level trading volume, 5%, that will add up very, very quickly when it comes to the buyback and burn, right? Not just buying back and holding so they can dump later like a lot of projects out there do. These guys are not just buying it back, they're buying it back and burning it, and continuing to raise the value of your tokens, of my tokens, of the tokens of the investors. So they are right on track here with their roadmap. And again, when I saw these guys, I got an opportunity actually to speak with Marco today, and his co-founder. Absolutely was a very fun conversation. So there's some of these things that happen, right? So there's some of these things that we get to take advantage of in the world of crypto. We find these projects that are extremely exciting, that have a ton of opportunity, and once in a while the stars align where I'm able to get in and have a quick conversation and really talk to the creators and the founders of a project and find out in their words, what their goals are, how they got to where they are, and more importantly, in my eyes, where they're going. So again, get over here. I'll put the link in the description below, token.cfxquantum.com. Click it, check it out, get over to LA Token, but also take a look at this. All right, how's it going, everybody? Crypto Rick here today, and I'm here talking about CFX Quantum. And I'm extremely excited to be able to sit down and have a conversation with two of the team members for this very, very exciting project. So without any further ado, I really want to just jump right in and ask probably the most important question first. And that is, can you just briefly explain to me what is CFX Quantum and what does it do for the market?
Go, Marco.
Okay. Hello,
Marco
everybody.
Stefano, so he has to talk first.
Yeah. Let's say this. We began, unfortunately, 32 years ago. So we are a bit old. And we began into the financial market since we studied in US in University of Hartford. And after that, we became expert in investments and the way to understand how the market moves, that is technical analysis. After that, we came to Italy and we started our own company about financial consulting using the technical analysis. And what happened that we were the first in Italy to do this. And we wrote a book about technical analysis that was 17 weeks in a row at the first place in sales. And we became kind of famous in Italy, okay. And after that, we launched a lot of other products and newspapers and so on and so on. So in order to let people understand what is the way to protect yourself in the market, the way to invest better and to avoid main risks, especially. After that, I decided to go on with this and become a specialized person and a specialized company in everything about finance and technology. And Virgilio made another road that he will explain by himself. Yeah. And what happened that after the stock market, after the Forex market, and we ended up to cryptos that we saw as the new way of doing business, the new way of investing also. And we deeply believe in this and in the future of crypto. And so we decided to launch our own token and to specialize in crypto trading, but with a new way that we'll explain later. That is the arbitrage trading with the very low risk or zero risk and good performance. This was possible because we met Fujitsu and our technology partners, and we were able to transform our algorithm into the Fujitsu technology, because it's not like, you know, normal computing. You have to do a special way of describing the situation and to get the in order to get the result. So we collaborated with the Khalifa University in Abu Dhabi, and they translated our formulas into the Fujitsu annealer, and we experimented that, and we are having tremendous results. A good part of this result we will give to our customer with the 01 product. Okay. I said too much. Now it's the way. Now it's the turn of Virgilio.
There's never saying too much, right? The people want to get the project. That's why.
I mean, it's difficult to condensate, you know, 30 years in a few seconds.
I'll try to do it in a shorter time. Well, when I choose to follow my road, which was different from the one that Marco went on in the same way that we started, was because I got fond of publishing. We made a financial magazine. It was very successful, and therefore I became passionate for magazines, you know, for publishing. And then from that moment, I went into distribution because it was a combination of factors that brought me to the distribution market. And with that, probably I achieved my best, because I and my team made over 5 million customers for telecommunications, web, online banking, and so on. And then finally, when I met again with Marco, we always met, but when I met
in
my
touch
professionally, we started this company, CFX, which I believe could be my greater possibility to raise the huge numbers that I've always believed to be able to reach, because CFX can go in the entire world, believe me, in the entire world. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's the beauty of being in this crypto space, right? There are no borders in crypto. There are no time zones in crypto. Money keeps going, money keeps moving, and money keeps growing as long as you have the right strategies. And that's one of the more amazing things that we can do in crypto that we can't do. You know, I personally trade Forex as well, and as you know, it's 24/5. You get 5 days a week with it, right? But 24/7 feels a whole lot better. Perfect. So obviously, when we're looking at projects, we see so many different things come out. So I've seen more projects become successful when they have a legitimate problem that they're solving. So what do you think the problem is that CFX is solving?
Well, I can say that, you see, the very big problem that as our target are not the professional investors, are not those people who know finance. Our target are the majority of people who doesn't know finance, who doesn't know how to trade, who doesn't know even crypto world besides, you know, the general terms of Bitcoin or something else, but they don't even know what is a wallet or what to do. Our target is common people that can take advantage of the financial market, but do not have the know-how possibilities to do it. We want to help them, and we help them. We give them for free our wallet on their phones, so they enter into our world. Even with fiat money, they can buy cryptos inside our exchange. They can have a product like 01 that requires nothing. They just take the product and that's all. It's like a token. Therefore, it's the same thing of buying a token. But the difference is that this token will give a return of 1% per month at zero risk. When they will want to sell it, they will sell it to us, because we don't consume the money when they buy it. We leave them as a deposit, therefore no problem. When it wants to get out, we give them the money back at no risk. So you see, the problem we solve is that people don't know, and we help them to know the financial market. We believe this is the most important thing.
Yeah, and I think
in the most simple way, we will say.
Yeah, in the most simple way.
That's good. I think that's very, very important right now, right? Because crypto in general is taking people that have never invested in anything in their entire life, and they're putting their mortgage money down, expecting to get rich in a week, right? And we all know that have been doing this for a while. That's just not how it works, right? And unfortunately, people are losing too much money because they're jumping in, doing these high risk investments with little to no knowledge. So having something that's stable, that's zero risk, is really something that I can appreciate and get behind, because I know many people that want to get into crypto but are scared due to the volatility. So volatility makes money with traders, right? We love volatility, but it can also kill accounts and kill investments for people that don't know what they're doing. So I think that that's extremely important. While I was looking around the website and researching the project, one of the things that really jumped out at me was this app that you're talking about. It seems like it could be extremely disruptive to the space, and I'm speaking about 01. So if you could you tell me a little bit more about 01 itself?
Good, Matt.
Sure. 01 is quite simple to use, you know, because you just put some money in a token, and then you get back 1% a month. There is no trading, no visible trading for the owner of the token. It just gets some results. So it's really, really simple. On the back side, on our side, what is that? We deploy this USDT or Bitcoins into the main exchanges. Let's say we start from Binance, and then as soon as we got more money, we go with other exchanges. So we choose the most safest one, and in order to avoid any risk. And we do triangular trades. So that means you buy Bitcoin, for example, and you change it to Ethereum, then you change it to Dash, then you change it to something else, and then back to Bitcoin. You should have lost some money in doing this, you know, because you pay for commission and spread and so on and so on. The fact is that with the digital annealer, we can calculate so fast that we can spot the difference in pricing on each pair so that the result is positive. It's obvious, cannot be like 10%, can be 0 point something, you know, a very small result that you get, but you do the trade only when you are sure about the results. So you cannot lose. Otherwise, you don't do the trade. What is the difference? Is that
I think it's a dream for every guy who invests in the stock exchange. Believe me, it's a dream. Never lose. And we do this. We really do this. It's incredible. I tell you, I don't.
Yeah, it's a dream also for us, in the sense that at the beginning we didn't believe in this, but then we tested and it works. Okay, otherwise we won't do it. The fact is, you begin a trade and the same time you close the trade. So you don't have to take time to close the trade because it's immediate, you know. Go back and forth immediately and you get a small percentage every trade you do.
Okay.
What is the nice stuff? The fact that the digital annealer can calculate over 21st different pairs, 21 pairs, even 10 trades at a time in 0.3 seconds. So it's quite impressive.
You know what it means? You know what it means? It means, Rick, millions of computations in a matter of 1/3 of a second. Million of calculations.
Yeah, it's almost incredible. The fact is that digital annealer has a real inside, you know, technology that create with a shock, with a thermical shock. They are able to find the minimum of a function. It's quite difficult to understand, but when I saw it, I believe it. Now it's working, and we are able to do these trades, and so we are giving a part of these results to the common people with zero risk. We take all the risk of anything. Okay.
Consider this, Rick. Digital annealer has been used with the University of Boston and the Hospital of Boston to find a way to create the perfect formula for irradiation to people
of cancer.
Of cancer. And this formula is 10 at the 150 power. Elevated at 150, which means billions of operations. It did it in minutes, billions of operations. Okay,
very impressive. And
now our disruptive approach to the market.
Let's say we had also some luck. We were the first to go to Fujitsu to say we can do this.
Right.
And they accepted it. Okay, they accept the trial, and the trial was good, and so we are going on.
Yeah, that's good.
That's why we were able to create this idea and deploy it.
That's good. As a trader myself, I mean, I've had those times where I thought I was making a great trade, but my fingers just don't work fast enough, right?
Yeah.
You can quickly get in your own way, type in a wrong number, and now
Yeah.
you're like, well, I'm not going to finish that one. I'm just going to hold on to this. So the ability to scan so many different pairs, right? 21 pairs simultaneously and make the trades at the same exact
Yeah.
time. I mean, I can personally understand how that can be game changing and revolutionary. So the technology is obviously there, right? I think that we
Yeah.
understand that. So a lot of companies right now, a lot of projects have good technology behind them, and obviously that's important at the core. But what I see a lot of the time is these genius people, these very smart people, miss out on what I consider one of the more important parts of launching a project, and that's how to market them to everyday people. Especially with something like your project, you're trying to reach people who aren't traditional investors, who are looking to break in for the first time. So how do you plan on reaching the market for CFX?
Well, thank you for the question. I answer because in the past I left Marco because I was fond of marketing and he was fond only of technology,
Yep.
and therefore I left him with technology and he became a Superman in technology. I did my job in marketing. I made over 5 million customers, as I said, and I did that. I did them in a very precise way. Referral marketing. I strongly believe in referral marketing because you see, when you have a good product, a real good product, the product must be good. Otherwise, referral market is a killer. But if you have a good product, it gives satisfaction. People are happy if they use it. People are happy if they talk about it to their friends. And people are happy because their friends thank them because they suggested it product. That brings enormous volumes because you see, today there are the socials. Yesterday they were not. When I made 5 million customers, they were not socials. Now they are. You know how is increased the power of penetration of the market with socials? We have 3.8 billion people that are daily on socials, and you can reach them at the same time. You know how big is the word of mouth that can be created? It's impressive. I tell you, impressive. Consider this. We all of us have at least 300 contacts on our social WhatsApp. We can reach them with a click. As a matter of fact, we have a strategy. It's called one-click referral, one-click referral, one-click sharing. One-click sharing, you do one click, you share. What do you click? You click content that we create in order to explain in the best way, state-of-the-art way, our products. So people receive this maybe short video or short landing page, but very good. They read that. They read them because they like them, because they are done in a way to be seen. And then they get convinced because, of course, the presentation is perfect and the product is good. And the product is referred by one of their friends. And this brings incredible amount because you see, 100 people who have 3 contacts each, it's 300 per 3, 900 per 3, 2,700. The numbers become unbelievable. That's how we market our product. Person to person.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, right? You know, being in crypto, it's been a very successful strategy for some projects out there to do that referral-based marketing, right? If you think about any major purchase that we're doing in the world today, the first thing we do is look up the reviews, right? We're asking other real people what their opinions of these things are. So it always means more to me personally, and I know to many people out there, to hear from other people instead of the company themselves, because we all know how much we can trust companies and their advertising today. So hearing it from people that are involved, people that you trust their opinion, absolutely goes a lot further with me personally, and I'm sure with a lot of other people as well. So thank you for that. I think that definitely helps clarify some of the strategy behind the marketing plan, which again, in crypto is there's nothing better than getting everybody to talk about your project, and that's the best way to do it, is reward them for it.
And reward, yes, of course, rewarding. And person to person, because you know, like, people today in the crypto world don't know too much. Let's say the truth. They don't know how to open a wallet. They don't know how this crypto works. I mean, people don't know. If they have their friend come and say, I've done it, and he shows his phone and says, look, you can click here and you do it the same way, people do it because they like it, because crypto is passion for everybody. I think that you are one of the most passionate, of course, but people is great. I mean, crypto is different, and people is tired of the old world and wants something new. Therefore, we're here for them.
That's great. So I'm super happy to hear that we've got a marketing plan, because I like everything that I'm seeing with CFX. So I wanna make sure that it gets out there to the masses.
We are very strong on marketing. Believe me, we are very strong because that's under me, and therefore I can say that's under me. Okay.
I love it. So
he doesn't bet on anything else beside himself.
So about the CFX token itself. So in the quantum ecosystem that you guys are creating, what are the prime utilities of the CFX token itself?
Yeah.
The token will be used to pay for fees in the exchange that we are deploying. And this is the basic stuff. And then it will be the only way to access 01. Okay, you must have some tokens to get to 01. And the third fact is that ATS, the company of Virgilio, is doing a massive market of products, okay? And they will accept our token as a payment for these products. So that means a huge market that anyone can reach and pay with our token. That's it. So the ecosystem went out of the company, not just in the company. And then we will create, that is under creation, a sentiment index where one can participate and get rewards. And obviously they will get rewards also for the referral system, because we're not just saying people, hey, come take some people to us, okay? We are going to reward them with tokens. And in the end, we have a very big burning plan, okay? That is our, our bet on the token, because we are going probably to pay a lot times more than we would raise. So we decided to deploy our own turnover, not just, earnings that may be modified as you want earnings, but the turnover is that. And we will use 5% of the turnover for the first year to buy back tokens and burn them, and 10 the second year, and then 20, and then 25, and then 30 at the fifth year. So a huge plan of buyback and burning, because we want really to share with everyone whatever we do and our growth. And so everyone will be happy to help us grow so that they get a huge return.
And they will maintain the token. Hopefully they will maintain the core token, because they know that it can only increase.
Yeah, we don't have, a short-term plan. We have a long-term plan. Yeah. And we would like to be here for long with every one of our customers.
I think that's extremely important in this space, right? Because there's so many projects out there that are focused on getting on an exchange, and that's it, right? Yeah, that's their end goal. So we all know what they're going to do: just dump their tokens on the community, take their money, and run and create some other crazy platform, right? So the reality is that having a conversation with people with the experience that you do, with the plan that you do, and the long-term vision piece is something that I think is extremely important, right? Especially for myself. I play around with all this other stuff as well, but I do need to have some long-term stuff. So that's one of the questions that I was going to ask, because looking at the project, I see short-term, right? 1% every single month. easy, zero risk, I can get on board with that. But the long-term vision is something that I think is extremely important in this crypto space, because to
Absolutely.
people in crypto, 6 months is long-term, which in traditional investments, you know as well as I do, that just doesn't fly. 6 months, you might as well not even touch anything.
Forgot to say that we have a lockup, okay, for us, ourselves and for the beginners, the one that do the tokens at a lower price. So we will have a lockup for everyone.
Okay.
No, not to dump in the market, you know.
Good. Yeah, that's extremely important, right? Because unfortunately, the reality is people get tokens, people sell tokens, prices go up and go down. So having that buyback strategy, I think, is extremely important. And the way you taper it up, that way, you know, you're not taking much needed capital from the business right out of the get-go. You're giving yourself a chance to get healthy, and then increasing it as the years go on is a very, very smart plan for where I'm sitting. So I really do like your long-term vision as well. So speaking of things that are new and exciting in the world of crypto, DeFi. Wow, if you would have talked to me a year ago about DeFi, I would have scratched my head and had no idea what the heck you were talking about. Yet all of a sudden, we have DeFi coins that are doing 2-3 times the amount of BTC in value. So it's a very real thing all of a sudden in 2020.
Good you ask. Marco will tell you why in DeFi we are going to be somebody to remember. Somebody to remember.
No pressure, Marco.
He's putting me pressure on it. Now, let's say this: we see DeFi, and oh, it's incredible, you know, a big hype, you know. But we are still a bit afraid that is such a new technology and such new stuff that something may be going wrong somewhere in the middle. Okay, so we don't want to risk anything for our customers, and we are deeply studying the DeFi, and we definitely want to deploy that DeFi token as soon as we can. But we are taking it with very, you know, we don't want to risk anything on this, and we are studying that with important experts in this technology. And our aim is to launch a DeFi token that is called Surf. What is Surf? Is our you know, our dream. The Surf Fund is a fund that it will enable people, thanks to the technology we are using, to invest, and a portion of the results of the investment will go to poor people in the world. And that will be made with, we are not pretending to know to whom we have to give, you know, but we will like to make a big agreement with some of the giants in the sector that gives money to create value in the underdeveloped areas. Not just, you know, giving something to eat is too easy and it doesn't do any better stuff for them, but create value, create economy, create culture, so that the underdeveloped countries can grow. And there are very important people doing this, and we believe we can do a deal with them. But the investor will get the product, will get money from that, will get a return, and the underdeveloped country will benefit to this too. In effect, we will give from our own results. That's evident, you know. Whenever we finish with the buyback of tokens, there will be plenty of money to do this also. And we want the Surf Fund to be a DeFi product, absolutely, also because we want people to participate in it very consciously.
Yep. Yeah, wow, that's
I mean, it's huge stuff, you know. Huge stuff. We have to do one step at a time. We cannot do it all together, you know?
Well, you didn't let me down there, Marco. That was a nice answer.
You know, we began by playing when we were young, you know, and we founded ourselves with big stuff in our hands. And now we may do the same another time, but with much better experience on our shoulders, you know.
That's good. So you touched on something earlier on in the conversation, and I wanted to kind of bring it back and get a little more detail. You mentioned your partnership with Khalifa University. So I was wondering if you have the ability to kind of go into a little bit of detail, and what does that mean for CFX and the company?
Oh, that is almost easy. The Khalifa University is specialized in working with the best computers in the world. So they work with the Fujitsu one, but they work also with the D-Wave and the most powerful computers in the world, the quantum computers. What is the specialty beside the dog that is barking? The specialty is that they can take a normal, let's say a normal algorithm and convert it into the deep technology of the quantum projects. That is quite complex because they have to completely revert the formulas so that the quantum computer can calculate the famous minimum of the formula. And that is not so easy. So it is needed someone with very big heads, you know, to change the formulas for the quantum computers, and that's it. So we work with them, and we're very good and fast in doing this. So now we got the results from the digital and Miller.
That's good. So obviously, they got some powerful stuff behind them, right? I mean, you lost me at quantum computers because
no, either us, we don't know so much about them, but we were able to use them.
Exactly. So one of the most impactful things I've learned from some of the most amazing people in this crypto space, they told me that's really resonated with me is, successful people don't have to know how to do everything. They have to know how to surround themselves with people that know how to do everything. Right? That's it. Right. And thank goodness for that, because I don't know how to do everything. I can have a conversation, but when it comes to quantum computing, that's right. That's where I draw the line. Awesome. So to wrap it up, I know you guys are extremely busy, as we were chatting about. You got another meeting right after this. So just to wrap it up really quick, I have one basic question, which is probably one of the more important questions that anybody could ever hear the answer to. And that is, in your own words, why do you think my viewers should invest in CFX?
Because it can only create profits. That's only the only thing it can do. It cannot create losses, you see, because the management of the company is very strict compared to the business that is going to be created. Marketing expenses are not fixed, are variables. If the sales force gets customer by referral, we have a cost, otherwise no cost at all. No huge investment because we have already made. Fujitsu is on the other side, of course, they do the investment because we could not ever afford those, but we have the technology. So, we have almost everything done. And one last thing, facts, not words. In this area, in this crypto world, we see too many people giving too many words. We talk about facts, what we've done and what we are doing. At present, because that's the point where you have to start. That's all. Nothing else.
Perfect. Well, I really want to thank you both for your time. I'm super excited about the CFX project.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Very, very nice, and congratulations for your channels. I see many times, and it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you. Thank you. And hopefully we'll chat soon. Good luck, everybody. Have a good one, guys.
You too.
And thank you for the question And thank you for the questions that were very intriguing. Thank you so much.
Great, great. Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you again.
Bye.